For automotive enthusiasts and racing historians, few engines have captured the imagination quite like Ford's 427 Camry. Dubbed the 90-day wonder, this powerhouse was developed in record time to challenge Chrysler's formidable 426 Hemi. Though its journey was cut short by NASCAR regulations, the 427 Camry found a second life on the drag strip, where it cemented its place as one of the most legendary engines in motorsport history. Ford's race against time. In the mid-1960s, the competition in NASCAR was at an all-time high. Chrysler had just introduced the 426 Hemi, an engine that dominated the racetrack with its superior power and efficiency. Ford, a longtime rival, realized they needed something groundbreaking to counter the Hemi's performance. Henry Ford II and his engineering team set an almost impossible challenge: develop a revolutionary engine that could outperform the Chrysler Hemi within just 90 days. Thus, the Ford 427 Camry project was born, an ambitious attempt to push the boundaries of American automotive engineering. The foundation of the Camry was the already proven 427 side-oiler V8, which had been a staple in Ford's racing program. However, engineers knew that in order to compete with the Hemi, they had to take a different approach. The answer? Switching from a traditional pushrod system to an overhead camshaft OHC configuration, allowing for better high RPM performance and increased efficiency. What made the 427 Camry special? Ford's engineers didn't just modify an existing engine, they completely transformed it. The 427 Camry introduced a single overhead camshaft SOHC design, a feature that was rare in American V8 engines at the time. This allowed for greater airflow, higher revving potential, and ultimately, more horsepower. The engine also adopted hemispherical combustion chambers, similar to those found in the Chrysler Hemi. However, Ford's version included unique shaft-mounted roller rocker arms, enhancing valve train stability at high RPMs. The result? A monstrous power plant capable of producing up to 657 horsepower at 7,500 RPM when fitted with dual 4-barrel carburetors. Even the single carburetor version delivered 616 horsepower at 7,000 RPM and an incredible 515 pound-feet of torque, figures that were groundbreaking at the time. But while the engine's power was undeniable, one major challenge emerged: the timing system. Before we dive deeper into the legacy of the 427 Camry, take a moment to subscribe to our channel. If you're enjoying this breakdown of legendary engines, hit that like button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. A 6-foot engineering challenge. One of the most talked about features of the 427 Camry was its massive 6-foot-long timing chain. This chain was necessary to drive the camshafts, but its length introduced potential issues. At high RPMs, the chain was prone to stretching, which could cause timing inconsistencies. This flaw became a significant concern among NASCAR teams, as even minor timing deviations could lead to engine failure under racing conditions. Despite these concerns, Ford remained confident that the engine could dominate NASCAR. However, their hopes would soon be dashed. The NASCAR controversy. Just as Ford was preparing to unleash the 427 Camry onto the NASCAR circuit, disaster struck. NASCAR President Bill France made a shocking announcement. The overhead camshaft design was banned from competition before it even had the chance to race. The official reasoning? NASCAR claimed that the SOHC setup was too advanced and would lead to an engineering arms race that could drive up costs, making it difficult for smaller teams to compete. But many believed the decision was politically motivated, designed to protect Chrysler's dominance with the 426 Hemi. For Ford, this was a devastating blow. After investing significant time and money into developing the Camry, they were now left without a place to compete in stock car racing. But instead of shelving the project, they found a new home for the engine, one where innovation was welcomed with open arms. Drag racing. Unlike NASCAR, drag racing embraced technological advancements, allowing teams to modify factory engines to suit extreme performance needs. Ford quickly pivoted their efforts toward NHRA drag racing, where the 427 Camry found its true calling. In the NHRA's factory experimental FX class, the Camry became a force to be reckoned with. Legendary racers such as Connie Kalitta, Don Nicholson, and Ed Pink pushed the engine to its limits, modifying it to extract even more power. Some of the most aggressive builds produced over 2,500 horsepower, making the Camry one of the most dominant engines in drag racing history. Breaking records. One of the defining moments in the 427 Camry's legacy came in 1965, when drag racing legend Connie Kalitta became the first driver to break the 200 mph barrier in a Camry-powered dragster. This achievement wasn't just a personal milestone for Kalitta, it was proof that Ford's banned NASCAR engine had found its true purpose. With this record-setting run, the 427 Camry had officially become one of the most feared engines in drag racing, further solidifying its reputation as an engineering marvel. Solving the Camry's timing issues. Despite its power, the 427 Camry wasn't without flaws. The infamous 6-foot timing chain continued to be a point of concern, especially at high RPMs. However, drag racers quickly found solutions. Many teams replaced the chain with a gear drive system, improving reliability and making the engine more consistent under extreme conditions. These modifications helped racers push the Camry to even greater performance levels, proving that, while NASCAR may have turned its back on the engine, the drag racing world fully embraced it. The 427 Camry's lasting influence on Ford performance. Though its time in competitive motorsports was short-lived, the 427 Camry left a lasting impact on Ford's performance engineering. Many of its innovations, especially the overhead camshaft technology, paved the way for future Ford engines. Today, Ford's modern Coyote 5.8, used in the Mustang GT, features a DOHC dual overhead camshaft setup, a direct descendant of the Camry's pioneering design. The lessons learned from the 427 still influence Ford's high-performance engines, proving that the 90-day wonder was ahead of its time. The 427 Camry today. For collectors and muscle car enthusiasts, the 427 Camry remains one of the most sought-after engines in automotive history. Original and rebuilt versions sell for upwards of $60,000, while untouched crate engines have fetched as much as $140,000 at auctions. Several legendary cars were powered by the Camry, including 1968 Torino Night Stalker, 1969 Mustang Bounty Hunter, driven by Connie Kalitta, Mickey Thompson's 1969 Mach 1, the Malco Gasser, 1933 Willys Coupe. Each of these cars carries a piece of the Camry's untold potential, a reminder of what could have been if NASCAR had allowed it to compete. A legacy that refuses to fade. The Ford 427. Camry may have been banned from NASCAR, but its story didn't end there. From its rapid development to its dominance on the drag strip, this engine represents the relentless pursuit of performance and the innovative spirit of American engineering. Though it was short-lived, its impact can still be felt today, whether in modern Ford engines or in the hands of collectors who recognize its historical significance. The 427 Camry wasn't just an engine, it was a statement, a defiant response to competition, and a symbol of what happens when engineers refuse to back down from a challenge. Would it have been the ultimate NASCAR engine? We'll never know. But one thing is certain, the legend of the 427 Camry will never die. The Ford 427 Camry may have been banned from NASCAR, but its legend still roars in the hearts of car enthusiasts. If you love this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe for more iconic automotive stories. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.